Welcome to the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities' second annual Winter Wonderland Virtual Holiday Market. I'm Aisha Driggers, Deputy Director for OBO. Our office is committed to supporting initiatives that benefit small, women, and minority-owned businesses in the City of Columbia. This objective is accomplished by providing creative financing, technical assistance, and education to build the capacity of these businesses. The pandemic has been difficult, but our small business community continues to show resilience while looking for opportunities out of crisis. Tonight, we celebrate our small businesses, and we encourage you to shop local as we enjoy some wonderful holiday music from local artists. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate this holiday season with our small business community.
Good afternoon. My name is Mary Sparrow. I live here in this beautiful old home built in around 1850 and occupied formerly by Mary Boykin Chestnut and her husband, General James Chestnut. Over the years, many things have been in this house, but it was saved in the early 80s by another couple who decided they would turn the house into a bed and breakfast. That is how I live here now. I operate it. We have people from all over the United States and the world. In fact, this weekend we had somebody from Costa Rica, we had somebody from Italy, and they come and they find out all about Colombia. Well, as you obviously know, the pandemic closed everybody down, and I had no business for months until I started getting phone calls from people who were traveling. For example, people who were Canadians trying to get home from Florida back to Canada, and asked me if I had rooms that were isolated from other people. And we do have rooms that have their outside own exits. So people would come and stay, and they found a respite, and then would tell other people. So my business was not as horrible as it could have been. I also was able to survive with some grant money from OBO and some of the other people. The logical things that everybody did in the business world was go to the SBA, and the City of Columbia helped out, and we made it. You know, I kind of think I sell romance and happiness. And what else do you want to do when you give a present but give romance and happiness? So people can give a gift certificate or a gift card. It's a place to get away from home. You don't have to leave Columbia. You can come and stay right here. Or you can give it to a family member who's traveling to Columbia so they have a nice place to stay. We have 6 rooms that we rent. And we serve a full Southern breakfast with biscuits and grits and sausage and bacon and pancakes. And we have lots of fun with all the people gathered around the table enjoying themselves. We have a website called chestnutcottage.com. I am right here on 1718 Hampton Street in downtown Columbia in the Historic District. You can book a room online, or you can call me directly, and I'll be glad to help you with that and walk you through the rooms and send you pictures, or you can come over and visit ahead of time if you want to pick out a special room for your friends. I'm here, I live here myself, which is a treasure to live in this beautiful old house. And lots of people just come by sometimes and sit on the front porch. So I invite you to come by.
I'm Lance Brown, President and CEO of Rhino Medical Supply.
And I'm Elliot Haney, Chief Operating Officer for Rhino Medical Supply. And Rhino Medical Supply is a fully integrated healthcare product distribution company that specializes in all medical product categories.
The pandemic is the reason why we're here. So we didn't have a business before the pandemic. We saw a need and we were able to help, and it helped us to create a business that didn't exist before. So we all have a unique professional background. We have banking, we have HR, we have manufacturing, we have medical sales, and we were able to use all of our past professional experiences to create a business during the pandemic to help the states and the hospital systems that really needed that crucial PPE. So it's 5 partners at Rhino. One of our partners, Trip Robinson, spent 20 plus years in medical sales, so he had a lot of deep-rooted relationships with hospital systems. And when COVID first started, and you watch on the news, the bigger states in California in New York particularly were consuming most of the nurses, most of the PPE goods. So the smaller states, smaller systems were kind of left behind, and they didn't really have options. So it created a lane for someone like us to come in to be able to quickly develop a supply chain and earn business. And then when growing rapidly, we went from no states to 10 states to 15 states to 30 states. It felt like overnight.
Delivering those products to hospital systems helped us build credibility, and slowly but surely those customers started believing in us for other products that they had trouble on, even outside of COVID-related products. And now we're a mainstay in a lot of those systems, and continue to grow through our reputation and the relationships that we've built with those end users.
The biggest pivot for us is that how do we stay sustainable after COVID? So COVID is why we're here, but we also want to be a sustainable business and to be able to support our healthcare partners well after COVID is over.
I think our product is a great holiday gift, because the holiday is about spending time with family, and what better way to spend time with family and to give them a gift where you know it's something that can protect them and save people around them.
Yeah, so we have 2 websites. Our wholesale website, which is built for hospitals, healthcare systems, institutions, is rhinomedicalsupply.com, and we also have a retail consumer site, is getrhinoprotected.com.
My name is Karen Ann Falami. I'm the owner of Karen's Mobile Kitchen and Catering, and we specialize in Southern cooking. I got started in catering just doing family events and holiday meals for the family, and they kept telling me I need to open a restaurant, and I did that, and 17 years later, I'm still doing catering, owning 2 food trucks, working on my 3rd one. Thanks to City of Columbia for all their support that they have given me throughout my years, make sure I be successful. Special thanks to the Mayor of Columbia, Steve Benjamin, and Miss Melissa and her crew. The pandemic impacted my business in a very negative way due to COVID. I actually got sick, very sick on the respirator, but after being healed in March, it has been a great success for my business with the COVID and everything. So we got certified COVID-free, so we're able to do a lot of catering for business. I remain consistent by continuing taking pride in what I do, appreciating my customer, and working hard. I can be contacted at area code 803-381-5676, or you can look on my website, that's karenskitchenandcatering.com.
Back from a lovely trip along the Milky Way. I stopped off at the North Pole to spend a holiday. I called on dear old Santa Claus to see what I could see. He took me to his workshop where he showed his plans to me. You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows if you're awake. If you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. With little tin horns and little toy drums, a Rudy toot toots and rumpa-pum-pums. Santa Claus is coming to town. With curly-haired dolls that toddle and coo, elephants, boats, and kitty cars too. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, yeah, and he knows if you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so you better be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming, you know that Santa Claus is coming. Look out, Santa's coming to town.
I'm Laddie Howard. People call me L. I'm the designer and maker and owner of L. Howard Leather. We make luxury leather goods from travel bags, weekender bags, and purses to belts and accessories, business accessories like portfolios and other things. I got started, my son is 18 years old. I'd never made a bag before 2016. I started as a hobby, making my first bag and teaching myself how to sew and all that. I've always been interested in leather, but my son needed a bag, and he would always have his stuff in my bag or my wife's bag. And my wife is a girly girl. She has a bunch of girly girl stuff, so my son couldn't just grab one of her bags. I'm a classic guy. I only have one of just about everything, you know? So I just on a whim, I was already doodling and sketching and stuff just to relax from being an entrepreneur. And I just started messing around with leather because of him. And it became a passion and something that once people started seeing it that Christmas, they started showing more and more interest and started asking, and then L. Howard has developed consistently since then. Pandemic has affected us like, I guess, everyone else. There are supply chain issues. There are purchasing shortages, people not purchasing as much, trying to get things done when the stores are closed and there are not as many supplies. So it has really had an impact on us being able to make sales and being able to do production, and we've had to find ways around that. You survive how you survive. The way we've pivoted is to, one, maintain control of production. And so because I design and make every single piece in-house here in Columbia, South Carolina, I'm able to pivot to those things that are actually doing well with customers and stay away from those things that are not doing well at the moment. So by controlling my production and therefore controlling my costs and not having to do these expensive outlays to factories in Italy or other places like a lot of designers and companies do, we've been able to survive because I can make what is getting the attention and fall back on those things and not have to tie my capital up. My product is a great holiday gift, one, because of the quality and the craftsmanship, which we're consistently working on. But L. Howard is unique. If you look at our aesthetic, if you look at what we provide in the market, there are other bags, there are other bag makers, but L. Howard is a truly unique item throughout the country. And it provides something that's a one-of-a-kind experience. When people see you in the airport, see our pieces across the country, we have gotten to the point where people can identify that is an L. Howard. And it's something that is truly, we think, magnificent and is a piece that people are demanding and wanting for the holidays. People can find me on social media. You know, we exist on Facebook and Instagram, L. Howard Leather or L. Howard Artistry and Leather. A search with L. Howard at the beginning will usually produce us as the first result. And also our website, www.lhowardleather.com.
I am Rita Patel, and this is my husband, Marcus Muncie, and we own Hotel Trundle. My mom actually named the hotel. I grew up on a Trundle bed, so when we were looking for names for the hotel, she was like, what about Hotel Trundle? So I was like, that's great, because Trundle beds are very versatile, and so are boutique hotels in nature. Marcus and I are architects by education, and we love historical architecture, and our buildings are historic. Like all the businesses in the area, we had to pivot and listen and adapt to new safety protocols and what our guests are looking for to kind of inspire travel confidence. They keep the guest experience wonderful, and that's what people keep coming back for.
Some of the things that you see around a lot, like the barriers, the plexiglass barriers, we put like self-cleaning door handles on. We were fogging the rooms with sanitizers. And rolling the rooms for a day so that guests wouldn't be in a room that somebody had just checked out of. So sometimes we just had to do that just to make the room safe and comfortable for the traveler as well as for the team that Rita was talking about. We're not cleaning the stayovers. We're still not doing that yet. And that's, I think, a little bit of both. Sometimes most of the travelers don't want anybody in their room, when they're here. But then for the staff's comfort as well. What
is better than travel and a great experience? So we really love to, at Hotel Trundle, whether it's a gift or just something that you're splurging on, we just love to share joy and a great time. And so that's what we encourage people who are looking for gifts, is to take Hotel Trundle to someone you love and then share that great experience. And it's just a great time to veg or take some time off, explore the city. Yeah, we get a lot of the staycationers that come. A lot of people that Main Street has restaurants still popping up, left and right. So to experience all the new places on Main Street and then
just kind of make a night of it and come back here and crash.
So our website is www.hoteltrundle.com. That's Trundle. You're able to book on the website. You can also call our front desk at 803-722-5000.
Gift cards.
We have gift cards available on the website as well, which you can also call to purchase. Everything that you need should be on the website, but we are happy to assist via phone. We also have our email, hello@hoteltrundle.com.
Yeah, my name is Brittany Coster. I'm the owner of Azalea Coffee Bar. We opened Azalea Coffee Bar in April of this year. The business is inspired by my mom, who I lost to cancer a couple years ago. This is her depicted on the mural right here. And our business is all about supporting women and minority-owned businesses. So we carry only coffee from female-owned farms, and then we do a lot to support other female-owned businesses in our community. So I had a coffee truck, a mobile coffee truck, for a few years, and wanted to open a brick and mortar. Lost my mom to cancer a few years ago, and she was a huge inspiration for me. And so I wanted to open a shop that honored her and honored the other women that raised me. Azaleas are common in my hometown of Summerville, South Carolina, and so decided to name it Azalea Coffee Bar just to honor all those women. So we opened right in the thick of the pandemic. Well, I feel like it's never ending, right? It's still the thick of it. But, you know, it was difficult because it's scary to open a business when other businesses are closing their doors. But luckily we've had a lot of support from the community and haven't really felt a huge impact. I'd say the hardest thing was probably finding like funding and money that wasn't related to the pandemic, because everything was going towards that. And so that, I think, was probably the biggest thing for us. I think Columbia in particular is really cool because we have a lot of people that want to support local. You know, we have a huge customer base. I've had a mobile coffee truck for a few years, so I've kind of built a following, and those people really want to support small businesses. So that's been great. I think that they've helped us stay alive. And then you try to do things like, we did some deliveries during the pandemic, where we were taking coffee to people's houses, which I think was pivoting a little bit. And we want to do some more of that stuff too. Just hoping we don't have to close the doors again, because I know everyone wants to stay open. We, like I said, we support women in business. We support women-owned businesses. We have all of our coffee and tea is from female-owned farms. It's really cool. We have whole bean coffee you can buy here in the shop. We have gift certificates you can buy. Every purchase that you make here is supporting a woman somewhere, whether it's me or whether it's the women that we work with. We have a small retail section in our shop too, with all local gifts and items from female-owned businesses. So we're really, trying to support the women in our community. So by supporting us, you're supporting them too. We are at 2700 Devine Street. Come in, you can grab a coffee, gift certificate, bag of coffee too, whole bean coffee. And then on social media, it's at Azalea Coffee Bar.
So my name is William Starrett. I'm Executive Artistic Director of the Columbia City Ballet. I'm also the co-owner of the Columbia Conservatory of Dance. And the Columbia City Ballet is the largest performing arts organization in the state of South Carolina. And our mission is to bring arts to the Midlands and throughout the state. So we have an extensive touring calendar as well as serving Columbia. We are the resident company for Savannah, Hartsville, Sumter, and we're performing in Camden. We've been invited this year to perform in Charleston, Augusta, and Richmond, Virginia. So a lot of people don't realize how extensive we are and what artistic ambassadors we are for not only the city of Columbia, for the state of South Carolina. So the pandemic did have a big effect on us. Our last 11 performances last spring had to be canceled. So we right away lost $50,000 and we had to lay the dancers off. We're the largest employer of artists in the state of South Carolina. So the artists are employed. They're not high school kids or anything like that. They come from all over the United States and this is their employment. This is what they have, mortgages and children and spouses. And so it was a big hardship for them, and it was really heart-wrenching for us to have to cancel the season. So I was having trouble with the Nutcracker and long dresses and wearing a mask. I just couldn't put my head around it, but I saw old pictures from the 1920s, and during the Spanish flu, they had masks on. And so I said, well, let's just change it up and set the Nutcracker during the Spanish flu. So I changed all the costumes to the Roaring 20s, and we made it really colorful, and we had to be socially distanced. We had a smaller cast, and we had to get tested twice a week, but we were able to perform. And we sold out our 8 performances at the Koger Center, and we did a 3-city tour instead of like a 7 or 8 city tour. So what's wonderful this season is that we're still very cognizant of the restrictions with COVID, but we are under a vaccine bubble. So every single employee that has anything to do with this building is vaccinated. So our backstage crew and our wardrobe department and all the dancers are all vaccinated. So we don't have to wear a mask when we perform, which is really important because we're expressing art and we're telling stories and we're bringing music to life through the art form. The Columbia City Ballet's production of the Nutcracker is the largest South Carolina produced arts event in our state. So it's over 200 costumes, 300 pounds of snow. They're all professional dancers. We do have children involved, but they are in children-appropriate roles. We have a greater percentage of our male dancers are of color than Caucasian dancers. So that continues my mission of inclusion and that we really represent the fabric of our community. So I've been committed to that since the mid-'80s, since I moved here. So this is a huge economic boost for our community, and it's very, very important for our community that we have a standard like Charlotte or Atlanta or some of these other cities. Like, unfortunately, even a city like Charleston does not have a professional ballet company. So they just have little civic groups that are more or less children's recitals. So it's important that we can give this gift to the community and that families can come at a reasonable price and experience something for the holidays that really gets you in the holiday season. We also have a huge commitment to education. So we reach over 15,000 children a year through our educational outreach program, which I started in 1991. We reach over 750,000 children here in South Carolina. Big mission is inclusion and education, which is incredibly important here in South Carolina. We're on Main Street for 33 years. This is our 60th anniversary. I'm the second director in our company's history, and this is my 35th year. So having such a presence at downtown Columbia and representing our whole state with such a standard, I think, is really, really important. It's a national standard and something that anyone in our community that's having a visiting relative can be really proud of, to bring them to any performance of the Columbia City Ballet, especially during the holidays when we have so much to be grateful for. And one of the huge things and huge gifts of Columbia is the Columbia City Ballet and getting to see such a spectacular Nutcracker production.
So my name is Landry Phillips. I am the owner here at Regal Lounge Men's Barber and Spa. We're an upscale grooming lounge for all things men's grooming. We do everything from haircuts, massages, manicures, pedicures, facials, beard facials, hair removal, you name it. So we take care of a little bit of everything. What makes us unique is that we are the first business of our kind that kind of specifically caters to gentlemen. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Since the age of 10, I was the little kid who was going around selling his pictures for a dime, but I wanted to be doing something that I was passionate about. So I prayed and I waited until God gave me something that I knew that I could put my entire heart into. So my mother was a cosmetologist, so I grew up around salons. I have several family members who are barbers as well. And then one day it hit me, why don't we have a space that is not just a place where you go to get service, but a place where you can truly hang out and get a full experience. So that's when the idea of Regal Lounge came to me. You know, going to get certain services like a manicure, pedicure, sometimes weren't as comfortable for me because a lot of places cater to a female clientele. So I wanted to offer something that kind of catered to the fellas to where we could come get the services that we need to take care of ourselves in a space that was just for us. Unfortunately, 2020 was really rough for us. Being a new business here in Columbia and then having to deal with the pandemic on top of being a new entrepreneur is obviously really challenging. It completely depressed our clientele because people weren't looking for personal care services during that time. It had impacts on the workforce. We had a lot of challenges finding reliable employees and getting the word out about our business. So even though we did a lot of promotion and marketing, it didn't get through the news cycle as we would have liked it to. But we've been fortunate that a lot of our business has come from word of mouth from our current clients. We've had a lot of help from both clients, from the City of Columbia, from the Office of Small Business Opportunity here in Columbia. In addition to that, we made some changes to our business model to try to make it more appealing. We opened our space up to become an event space, which was not in our original business plan, but because we have a nice space, we've been able to host events such as groomsmen parties, birthday parties, and things of that nature, where we were able to create a new revenue stream. I think our product makes an incredible holiday gift because unfortunately, there's a lot of gentlemen who don't get opportunities to treat themselves. Things like getting a haircut, getting a manicure, a pedicure are essential to your personal grooming, but there's a lot of men who honestly either don't have the time or don't take the time to take care of themselves in the way that they should. So having that opportunity to come in, relax, take a load off, de-stress is completely essential, especially around a time like the holidays, which can actually cause increased stress for a lot of people. So you can find us all across social media at Regal Lounge 1. In addition to that, you can always book services or purchase gift cards on our website, regallounge.com. You can easily book an appointment, or if it's more convenient, you can also give us a call.
My name is Turquoise Capers. I am the owner of For Culture Crowns Beauty and Hair Care, and we specialize in all hair care needs. So we have braid hair, crochet hair, we have natural hair products, we have accessories, wigs, almost anything you need. So I think one of the challenges is basically the economy. You know, people don't have a lot of money to spend on products or, you know, things that they don't need. So I think that has been one of the challenges of the business. I think another thing for me has been traffic. Like, a lot of people don't really know that I'm here. So that has been a challenge for me, is getting people into the business. So I started my business. The thought for my business came last year, June 2020, the beginning of the pandemic. I was working for an employer who I felt wasn't taking COVID seriously, and I had to protect myself. I already knew that I wasn't going to be with the job long, so I had to find something else to do. I wanted to do something to help my community. I needed something that would fulfill me rather than just a regular job. So that gave me the idea of For Culture Crowns Beauty and Hair Care. I did a little research. Settles Beauty Supply Store was one of the only Black-owned beauty supply stores in the area, and I felt like we need another beauty supply store, somewhere where people can go, where they can shop with people that look like them, with people that respect them, and just feel like the neighborhood, local corner beauty supply store. So I think I've pivoted and remained alive because I'm in hope. I mean, I have hope. The customers that I do have that come in, everyone is super supportive. Everyone is glad to see me here. So just knowing that people are happy to see me here, and every day I have new people coming in. Well, my product would make a great holiday gift because everyone wants to look great during the holidays. I mean, you have all your different styles, you have hair, you have products, everything to make everyone look beautiful. I mean, we have products for men, we have products for women, we have products for everybody. So anything in the store is going to make you look beautiful. So you can find me on Facebook for Cultured Crowns Beauty and Hair Care, on Instagram for Cultured Crowns Beauty SC, or you can come to our physical location, 3106 Two Nights Road, Columbia, South Carolina, and we're directly next door to AutoZone.
My name is Mohammed Saadudeen, and we do authentic Middle Eastern Mediterranean cuisine. We started in 2000 over on Divine Street, this Al Amir restaurant. We have a few different locations, and we landed over here in the Noma district, and that is when we started about 3.5 years ago. And we're very happy and pleased to be in Colombia and in this location. We do an authentic Middle Eastern food. We do with a touch of Mediterranean cuisine as well. We do the hummus, we do falafel, we do the kebab chicken, we do the shawarma chickens. And one of our signature is the Damascus hummus, which is that Damascus bread. We make it fresh. And we do all fresh ingredients. We have a very heavy vegan menu as well, in our with our food as well. And we tend to use as fresh as we can and as local as we can. A lot of time you're gonna take, if you have lemon, you're gonna make lemonade out of it, and by the help of God Almighty and then the neighbors and the city over here, we really had kind of passed that black cloud, of this pandemic. It was tough, and it's still kind of, it's still a little tough as well, but we kind of getting over it a little bit at a time. We really need people to start coming out. And we need to, keep ourselves out there and keep, doing the same kind of food, the same quality, and, don't cut down on it. And the problem we're having right now, it is lack of product, and prices for the product almost double, and even sometimes triple. And sometimes you can't find the product, and so we have to kind of keep working around it. And I'm the type of person which is, I hate to raise prices, and I've been having the same prices for almost 15 years. I never raised it, even though our margin of profit almost kind of now almost maybe 5 to 10% only. But we're going to keep doing it because I know everybody having the same boat. And just like we are hurting, people hurting as well and so forth. We have to kind of help till that pandemic pass by the will of God Almighty, and then go back to what we've done before. But it's a Mediterranean food. It's number 1 food recommended by the JAVA, the Journal of Medicine. It's good for you. It's lower your blood pressure, if you eat the salad, if you eat, because a lot of our salad have the natural ingredient. We do lemon, a lot of lemon, we do olive oil, and that's good for your heart, lower your blood pressure. Then it's fresh, and it's not a heavy food, even if you eat a lot, and make you feel still light and so forth. And we tend to use a lot of olives, a lot of green lettuce, like the romaine lettuce, not the iceberg lettuce, which is, and a lot of parsley. So all that good, natural, good vegetable for you, and your body needs it. Well, we are at 2431 Main Street. We are in the corner of Main and Confederate in the Noma district. And like I say, we've been in the business for almost now close to 20 years. And some people still don't know we move up here, but please, we are up here, 2431 Main Street. It's Al Amir Restaurant, and we have it under Noma Bistro by Al Amir, because we want to present the Noma district as well, because we were the first one called the name Noma. and we really appreciate the help. Good neighbors, good family around here, good city, Colombia.
My name is Kia Brown, and I own the Sweet Shop SC, and I specialize in decorated sugar cookies. I started baking when I was 8 years old, following both my grandmothers. And then I started decorating cakes when I had my son. I wanted him to have his homemade birthday cake. From that point on, people saw what I could do. They loved it. I started doing decorated sugar cookies, and it exploded. My house turned into a bakery, and I had to get out of there. My kids were tired of living in a bakery. So I started looking for a storefront, a place where I could have a commercial kitchen and start baking out of there, and I stumbled on this place. The pandemic impacted my business because I started it during the pandemic. I was able to find a vacant space to be able to open up my storefront. My product is a great holiday gift because it is personalized. It can be personalized, it can be customized. It tastes very good. It tastes better than anybody else's sugar cookies. They can find me on Instagram or Facebook at The Sweet Shop SC, or you can go to the website, which is www.thesweetshopsc.com. Or you can come to the shop, which is located at 141 South Shandon, Suite C.
Thank you for joining us tonight for the second annual Winter Wonderland Virtual Holiday Market. I hope you enjoyed hearing about all of the great services and products from our local small businesses. These businesses are the backbone of our community, and even during the pandemic, this remains true. Join us in supporting our small businesses, not only tonight, but throughout the holiday season. Please contact our office at obo@columbiasc.gov or call us at 803-545-3950 to see how we can assist your business. Please stay safe, and on behalf of the City of Columbia, we wish you a Merry Christmas.